Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is JoyToy Warhammer 40k time. I have got my Death Corps of Krieg here. So there are 6, 1, 2, 3. Are they all going to fit? 4, 5, and then I'll stick this guy on top. 6. So there are 6 in total. Now I have got a couple of doubles of these for my collection, and possibly 1/18 scale wargaming in the future. But obviously not going to unbox those and do a review on those because they're just doubles of these anyway. They do look really good. I've been looking forward to these a while. In fact, there have been some recalls of paintwork, and I have not got the recall batch. I've got a first batch. So at least on the paint box to be a bit dodgy on mine. I don't know, but I have got another lot coming late. Well, I should have another lot coming later on of the 6 here. So let's have a look at the boxes first of all. So this is the Veterans Squad Guardsman. Looks pretty cool, and that is the figure, not artwork. On the back, see what he comes with. Looks fantastic. The big issue on these is going to be the rotation, or the joint articulation, I should say, because that sort of trench coat skirt section is going to get in the way there. Here's the Guardsman Demolition Specialist. Again, looks really, really good. Loving that sort of World War I sort of vibe going on there. Looks fantastic. These are all 10.3 cm, so approximately 2 cm shorter than the normal Space Marines or so. Communication Specialist, looking at his communique or his map or something there. Looks pretty cool again. Veteran Squad Sergeant. Very nice looking. Last two, we have the Medic, Guardsman Medic. Look at the front first. What has he got there? That's like a anal probe or something. I've not. That'll cure you, mate. I've no idea. Okay, so, or maybe it was a grenade or something. Who knows? On the back, it looks great, the accessories and everything. And then lastly, it is the Veteran Squad Guardsman with Flamer. It's a shame it doesn't come with flame effect. It'd be good to try and get one of those Marauder ones, or some of the Marvel ones that would maybe fit in the barrel, but they don't drill the barrels. Is that barrel semi-drilled? No, but you could do that maybe. Okay, look really cool. I'm going to unbox these, set them up, and we'll take a look. So back in an instant, and let's get into this. Okay, here they are, and they look amazing. If you enjoy this sort of content, I want to see stuff early and more extra stuff, please consider joining the Patreon. There's a link in your top right corner now, and also in the video description. So here are these 6 guys. First impressions look great. Paint apps are great, though the heads look funny without the helmets, I have to say. Articulation is going to suffer on the legs. We know that already, can see that. However, the medic, this guy here, is actually doing a semi-running pose there. You can see his front leg is on his tippy toes, and he's doing that really, really quite well. So let's get a close look at them all. Let's start with our communications guy. So he is holding his map, we can see there. Having a look, got his flare gun with a drilled barrel. Well done, JoyToy there. His other gun is attached to his backpack, his little communique satchel over shoulder. You can see on his shoulder it says 143rd. Looks very, very nice indeed. Patch satchel off. You can move this handle around. You can take the phone out, but the cord is not meant to be moved, and so it will just sort of stay in a funny looking position. Beautiful job. I think he looks fantastic. Good for posing to a degree, because the legs obviously, but atmospheric and aesthetic wise, he looks really good. Next, let's look at the flamer, the flame trooper. Very, very nice. I do like the way he holds that. No draw barrel, you'd have to do it itself and attach a flame effect. Awesome looking on the backpack, the tank there that you can turn around. Love the skull. If you're not sure which way around things go, just look at the skulls, it will tell you. Again, 140 foot on him. Does look good. Now, quick tip, menacing, put the helmet so it's covering half the eyes. Cute, big bug red eyes like this. But we want to go for menacing, so let's go and cover half the eyes there. Very, very cool looking indeed. Let's put him back without knocking over the running medic here. You can see the medic has got his little medical bag there. Very, very plain and simple. Doesn't open. It's a shame. That open, that'd be great. I've changed his hand round. They all come with one pair extra hands. He comes with one pair and an extra hand. I've got the extra hand replaced there. That's holding a syringe. The syringe does come with a cover for the needle, but I've taken it off, left it in the box. And this is the look at his feet. That was the pose he was balancing as. That's pretty good, all things considered. Maybe he can be a bit cuter since he's a medic and not so menacing. Now these are what the heads look like without anything. These look a bit alien-esque, if anything. Very, very nice indeed. He's going to balance still. Yes, I think he'll still balance if I put him back up there. I hope he will. Otherwise, I might have a game of dominoes on my hands. Yep, still balancing. Next, we come to the sergeant. He's also got a chainsaw. Now, what is comical, and you can really appreciate this with the sergeant, is when you look at his hand weapon, his pistol, sorry, and his chainsword. If you compare those to the Space Marine ones, these are tiny in comparison, which is great because it really shows you a difference. He's reading his whatever book there. Maybe someone can tell me. Looks very, very cool. Got his gun strapped over his shoulder. Very nice. Get another look at his chainsword. Good size for him, but tiny compared to the Space Marines. Let's put him back. Then we come to Demolitions guy. Now he has got, come to this little mine, but it's hollow underneath. You didn't expect that. Looks pretty cool. Comes with a little spade which he's holding in his hand. He's got this gun. He can hold one-handed and he can hold it two-handed too. Looks pretty good. He has a, I forget what it's called now, like a push-down detonator, which I've just put over his backpack there. And these parts just push in. Looks really good. Shame the wire doesn't unwind. That'd be great. But he does look great as well. I love that sort of big, bulky chest arm. He's the only one who's got that. And then lastly, oops, let's not move things around too much. Lastly, the guardsman. He also comes with a shovel, same as the Demolitions guy, though the colouring is slightly different. Is it the same? I tell a lie, it's not the same. It is different head as well. Different spade part. Okay, so he's got his rifle here. The rifle comes with a bayonet, which I have attached, which is awesome. It does that. Looks good. Let's get a bit more menacing. Oh, no, he's too cute now, too alien. Bit more menacing like that. There we go. And I got his grenade just attached to his backpack. You can attach the shovel there instead, but it's either or, not both. They should have one of those little things, clips on each side. Now, what's annoying here is that strap on the gun. I would be tempted to cut it off, but if I cut it off, then I can't put it over his shoulder, and it doesn't attach to his backpack. Well, So it's like a bit, yeah, what to do. But it does look awesome. Very, very cool. Okay, so next we're going to go through articulation. After articulation, we do our size comparison. So for articulation, who's going to be the easy one to do this on? I will do it on the sergeant, I think. It'll be the same for all of them, very little difference. Now, it's not just the legs that are going to suffer, it's also the head suffers from articulation issues because of that pipe gas mask there. So let's take a look at this, and also the shoulders with these pads, which can move off, can come off, which is great. So head, left, right, small, up, down, small, side to side, barely worth mentioning. Shoulders, all around upwards, hardly anything unless you can move these down. And then he's going to get about just under 90 degrees, but that's too low there. Bicep, fantastic, gets over 90 on the bicep. Wrist will turn, will articulate any direction you want if you align the joint first. Trunk, I've no idea. You have to take him out of that plastic coat. But there is a waist, I can feel a waist. Trunk, maybe a trunk as well, but it's definitely a waist. Legs, I'm going to fold these up to give them a chance. Really, JoyToy should have done a thinner, what's this, a thinner type of plastic. Something like the Planet Green Valley has less figures, have less resistance than this. So legs will go out, not very far, because again, the resistance of that plastic forwards and backwards is better. There is a thigh twist, double kneecap, very, very tight, I've got to say, in the joint. And he gets good on that. Noticeably, there's no toe joint, I've just seen. There is boot turn, foot swivel. There is tippy toe, and there is pretty damn good Michael Jackson dorsiflexation. Just that this is way too thick. If JoyToy had done this in like soft goods, it would have cost a fortune doing that, because it's sort of hand assembled and hand stitched, but that would have made them practically perfect. Very, very good. This gun is tiny and he can't take the clip out. To give you an idea, I've got like similar, actually smaller in terms of actual pistol, but bigger in size, Ultramarines pistol here. Look at the size of that. It's like almost like a play one and a real one. But it does look good. I'm glad they made it so much smaller. It's going to really hit home how big the Ultramarine, well, the Space Marines are in comparison to these regular humans. Let me just get his sword in his hand. Go for a bit more of a classic pose. It's leaning over a bit. I'll take his other stuff put to the side. Okay, let's talk about size before we start wrapping up. So they say 10.2, 10.3. He is, yeah, that's about right, about 10.3, 10.2 cm. Okay, size comparison. What will I do? Let me use the flamer since he's quite straight. And there's not so much to move out the way for him. Get these other guys out the way first of all. That medic's doing that pose really well. If I put him to the side, you can see how he's doing it. Oh, no, he wants to fall over. On his toes, literally. Good job by the medic. Okay, our flamer is left. Okay, so first the key obligatory, the compulsory with the Space Marine, and I'll use the one I'm always using recently, and that is the Ultramarines Invicta Warsuit Pilot. Yeah, there is a substantial difference you can see there. let's go for some other lines. I'll go for a slightly smaller line and popular, but so hard to get in China, in the UK, States more easy as far as I'm aware. This is Sergeant Johnson from Halo, and yeah, he's looking small compared to the Death Corps of Krieg flamer guy. Let's look at my recently finished custom. Very easy. Just had to paint the head of a custom head, then repaint the body to match. This is the Putinator. Dum dum dum. Vladimir Putin with a gone Terminator, and he is slightly bigger. He is on a regular sort of JoyToy style body. And lastly, my very, very favourite, one of my favourite Acid Rain World releases, and that's the one I'm always using again, that's the Narinu Sentinel, but I've got a Fortnite Fade head on there. And scale perfectly well again. I think JoyToy did a great job. They are some of the best looking JoyToy figures, full stop. And that's not because of anything amazing JoyToy's done, it's because they copied the great design from Games Workshop, because they look great in Games Workshop as well. But that plastic on their coat is too thick. It needed to be thinner, or ideally soft goods would have been amazing, but that would have put the production costs sky high and made them even more expensive to purchase, because it does really impede articulation. However, as you've seen, they can be posed. Great figures are recommended. I've got 1.5 sets and hopefully another set coming sometime in a few weeks if I'm lucky. Can't wait for that as well. Okay, so Awesome Match Toys signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the videos on my channel. There are lots on there. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.